today we are doing Unit 7, Angles and Angle Measurement, Lesson 6. Today we will compare and describe angles. So let's think about how to compare and describe angles. And honestly, our activity we did yesterday with the spheros, that was a really good example of describing angles. And then our cool down that we just went over, we were comparing and describing angles, weren't we? So, turn to page 28 in your workbooks. And take a minute to decide which one doesn't belong. Let's go ahead and share. Which one doesn't belong, and don't forget to tell me why. Jerica. Maybe it's D because it's acute. Okay, I agree that could be it. Okay, Vivian.
C because it doesn't have a vertex.
It has a vertex, but did they label it or put a dot? No. So if you notice, all of these have the dot for the vertex, but this one, it was missing. So maybe it's C because it didn't have its vertex labeled. Okay, Kate?
Maybe it's A because it doesn't have the arrows on the lines.
So maybe it's A because the rays should have either an end point or an arrow, right? Should have something. Okay, Gage?
Because it's obtuse.
Oh, I'm hearing an argument. I love it. We're gonna test it. Hold on.
I think it's B because it's the only one that they can find anything wrong with.
Because it has its vertex, it has its arrows, and it's drawn correctly.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that, you guys. You gave me excellent ideas. Okay, close your books. And we're going to look up here. I am going to give each of you a set of cards with angles on them. So there are 2 pages. No, I did not cut them out. You are going to cut them out yourself. Once you cut them out, you're going to sort the angles. This is by yourself. You're going to sort them into 3 or more categories. And in a way that makes sense to you. Not me. I mean, I might agree with you. But a way that makes sense to you. So you might have yours separated differently than your neighbor. And that's okay. You're going to record your sorted angles here. Open your book. Is there space for you to record your sorted angles? Lots of open space. These angles have letters from A to P. So you could just write the letters. But make sure you label your categories. So I know what your category is and I can clearly follow your thinking. A table is a great idea. Yeah. All right. Be prepared to explain how you sorted the angles. After you sort them and you write it down, you're going to compare how you sorted the angles with another person. Did I say math partner? No. That means you get to pick. But here's the rule. If you are done, you should also pick somebody who is done. Okay? Don't go and stand behind your best friend and wait for them. Go find somebody. When you have partnered up, it says another group, you're going to do another person. You're going to look at their cards and how they sorted them without talking. Then ask them questions you have about their categories. So you might notice that they sorted them differently. So make sure you ask them questions about that. And then Then we will come back and synthesize. All right, so now that you have had a chance to sort and then see somebody else's sorting, raise your hand. How was others' way of sorting like your way of sorting? Hadley.
I sorted them by like angles, kind of.
Like what were your categories?
Like obtuse, straight, acute, and line, and right, yeah.
Okay, so you did obtuse, acute, and right. Okay, and you noticed other people did that also?
Yeah.
Okay, how were other people's sorting different from yours? Madeline.
Mine was different than the other people because I didn't see anyone else do it.
Oh, okay, but somebody who compared. How was yours different? Okay.
So mine was different than this one because I did all these the same. I just added straight.
Yeah, I did.
So that would be different. How many of you guys added straight? Because we also have straight angles. Straight. Running out of room. That says straight. Okay. So, I think somebody asked me, but they were like, what do I do? Why is it not writing? What do I do with this one? Which was I. Letter I. And it had, like that. We know it's a straight angle. For it to be a right angle, it would have to be 90 degrees, which it's not. For it to be acute, it has to be less than 90, which it's not. For it to be obtuse, it has to be greater than 90.
But less than 180.
Oh, is that really what the definition is?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, man, Mrs. Fausel really taught you guys a lot. So it would not be obtuse, would it? A straight angle is its own category. So most of you guys, when I walked around, this is how you had it set up. Some of you had straight, some of you did not. Did anybody have different category titles? Okay, what were they?
Well, I was like, I wasn't looking like at the angles and stuff. I was looking at the letters. Like if they had parallel lines or not.
Of the angles, because some of them were small and some of them were big.
So like small, big, medium.
Yeah.
Okay, and so somebody might have also said, all right, small angles, medium, and big. Okay, that would also work. Jace?
I was gonna do, but then I changed my mind. I was gonna do like a normal angle like this, or like one put upside down.
Oh,
like
so
one put
if it
right way,
looked,
or flipped left.
so it was if it looked regular, or if it looked tilted.
Yeah.
Okay, last one, Madeline.
I did small, big, medium.
You did small, big, and medium, and there's nothing wrong with that because they said you could sort them however you wanted. Okay, so now we're going to sort again. So you're still using cards A through P, and we're looking at the angles. We are not looking at the letters, okay? You're going to order the cards from smallest to largest, okay? So Jace moved to the floor because he needed more space. You are welcome to do that. Then you're going to record your ordered angles. Explain or show how you decided which angle was the smallest and which was the largest. No. This is going to be interesting. No protractors. Kessie.
What do they mean by smallest or largest? Like degree?
They're both the exact same degrees. They're
They
both the same.
degrees.
They're the same degrees. A and P are in the exact same.
Be like a tube?
A2P. Those cards.
Oh, not just A and P. We're doing all the cards. Okay, so you're doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Okay, and then you're going to come back to your floor spot so we can synthesize. Okay, again, you're working by yourself on ordering. Go. Okay, so before we go over the answer, which we will, first of all, we're going to look at some of the ways that you ordered the angles. Kara, turn around, facing forward. Thank you. What features of the angle did you guys focus on? When you were going smallest to largest, what were features you looked at? Chase.
The features I looked at was like if they were smaller than the card I was holding, or they were bigger.
And you were looking at like how wide that what do you call these things?
Angles.
The rays.
The rays were.
Keep that answer hands in your head for tomorrow. But yes, how wide open the rays were and how narrow, you were looking at it that way, like a alligator mouth.
I would like squeeze them together and put them up and see if the first card I was holding was bigger or smaller.
So just physically holding them up to each other and then deciding. Emma, what'd you do?
When I was just organizing them, I get this in my brain to think about like this is the smallest, like largest. No one can like beat this.
Oh, I like that. Yep. So kind of that visual with your arms. Okay, Jerica.
I sorted them by angle, and then I found like I started with the acute angles, and I found the smallest acute.
Ah.
Acute, and then once I was done with the acute, I went on to the right one, and then the acute.
So by thinking, what a good connection. So by thinking about activity 1, how you had them sorted, you knew all of the acute would be less than 90 degrees, so you could start with those and order them. Then look at your next category, which was right angles, and you knew they'd all be the same, right? And then move on to obtuse, and then straight, right? Okay. All right. So there is a standard way of measuring the size of angles. Do you know what that is? Using a what?
Protractor.
A protractor. Of course, I didn't let you do that today, but you could have gotten out a protractor and you could have measured those. Not today, though, but if I let you. Now we're going to look at the answer. Okay, and as I write these down, compare it to what you wrote. So the smallest angle was L, then B.
What? No, it's G. G.
They're saying B is smaller than G. So if I put them,
Because
I don't know, I gotta line them up.
Yeah, it's wider.
because we thought
G is wider.
Yeah, because he's not this one.
G is bigger by like a hair.
yeah.
I could see how you would get those confused. Yeah, G is definitely bigger. Oh, they said B.
Yeah, B is smaller.
B is smaller. Duh. Okay, yes. So it should be LBG. It should
I
be.
see it now.
Guys, it's by like a hair.
Yeah.
So LBG, then H.
What?
Bro, H is way along there.
Yeah. I thought it was C.
It's D.
It's H and then C. Okay, so if I line them up, C is definitely bigger than H. Guys, again, it's by like a hair. So I would, yeah. C D, A,
Well, does this matter because they're all even?
A is a right angle.
Yeah, they all don't matter.
So is T, A.
It's not H, it's D. H is way above.
Okay, well yours is right angle. I had it at right angle.
And I see.
Oh no. Oh, that is right.
There's 4 that are right.
Now, why would it have F, K, and P in parentheses? Wait a minute. Okay, so I'm looking at D. D is not a right angle. A is a right angle.
It is, F is.
Is F, K, and P all right angles?
Yeah, A.
And A. So, I would say, so if they're right angles, F, K, P, right?
Yeah.
If they are right angles, it would not matter the order you put them in.
Yeah, I just put a line under all of them and said same.
Same? Okay.
I did P and K.
Same. It would not matter the order for those.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Jerica, are you okay? Okay. All right. Then we would have O.
What?
Yes.
Oh, I was correct.
O,
J, and E are the same.
O and P are.
Yeah, O, J, and E are the same.
This is great.
O, J,
Were they all the same?
Okay. So O and J were the same.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did O, J, E.
Yeah, they are J.
O and J. I'm holding it up. They're the They're the same.
So is E.
And E?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Why would they make these the same?
Why do?
Probably they have a really good reason. To prove to me that a protractor would have been a better use of time. Oh yeah, that's the same. These are also the same. Okay. Shh. Then M,
Yes.
N, I. I is your straight angle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The biggest one. I got 2 wrong.
So, guys, the moral of the story is when you are putting angles in order, the length of the ray does not matter. Only the size of your angle, how wide open or how closed it is, okay? So do not let them trick you. Like I'm looking right here at E, and look at how short the rays are compared to H. But E is a bigger angle. So don't let that confuse you. Okay, who let me borrow their cards? Oh, thank you, Coral.
No, it's Coral. Oh.
All right, I got them all out of order. They're very mixed up. Okay, so today we compared different angles. We sorted them in different ways and ordered them based on their size. We saw that we can describe angles and interpret their size in many different ways. What questions do you have about describing and comparing angles? Is there anything you need to know more about to describe and compare the size of angles? Okay, well in the next lessons we'll learn more about angle measurement and answer some of the questions you do not have right now. Okay, it was kind of a random synthesizing thing. Okay, so you guys are going to go, before you leave, before you do your cool down, you can throw away your cards. I do not want to find them laying around the room. Make sure your scissors are put away and any trash is in the trash can.